I'm Adam here with Joe Staley Media, and today I'm at the Top Gear Live at Birmingham here at the NEC. There's plenty of things occurring today. I mean, there's so many different stalls. We've actually seen the live show about 5-10 minutes ago, and there were some amazing cars come out. There were so many different things happening. There were fire, there were presenters out, they were absolutely fantastic. So now that I've finished watching the show, we are actually going to have a look around, see what we can find, speak to a few people, get some information on new products, and do a really good job. With me at the moment is Rob from iPix, which you can see behind me. First of all, Rob, I'd like to welcome you to Joe Staley Media. Could you talk to us about how the iPix was used in the actual live show today?
Okay, so at the start of the week, Top Gear approached us with regard to putting the camera in some of the cars. This is what the camera is intended for, it's a car mounted camera. And so we sort of moved a few things around, and we came in early and we installed the car cameras to the reasonably priced car. And also the mono, which is a sort of single-seater car, and they're on the big screens. Actually, I think the live footage is on the big screens.
And do you think the quality came out quite well on the large screens?
Yeah, I think it was very good, the quality. The product itself is actually a high definition product, and it writes to an SD card in high definition. However, it was actually composite when it comes out of the TV out, so it's not high definition when it comes out, it's just standard definition.
Also, how would people at home use this product for their own use, like commercially?
So the intended use for the camera is to reduce your insurance premiums, really. It's a concept that is fairly new in the UK, but it's big in other countries. The USA is massive, really. And so the camera sits in your car and records the road in front of you. And when an incident happens, it senses that, and a shock detector will start a recording 15 seconds before and 15 seconds after that event, that you then send to your insurance company to prove you weren't at fault. So
really it's a way of trying to bring down the insurance claims from these so-on adverts that we get all the time, so it's really to fight back against that, really.
Oh, 100%, yeah. The crash for cash scams, I think they're called, they're massive now. There are companies out there, the no-win, no-fee companies, that actually make these crashes happen, and then they use their own companies to fictitiously make money from, I don't know, whiplash and stuff. I think the average claim is £24,000, something like that, last year on fictitious claims, really. And
how well are you doing selling the product to the commercial side?
Commercially, we sell to fleets of vehicles. We sell to some of the larger fleets like FedEx and stuff. They're interested in the product, and we sell to local businesses who have maybe 4 or 5 vehicles. And it's great for, I don't know, the manager, for example, to look in and just say, oh, I'll take that footage. You had a little incident then. I'll take that footage and I'll store it on my computer. If anyone brings it up ever, I've got that footage and I can show them exactly what happened.
And what's the general feedback?
Oh, it's brilliant. This show has been, it's only the first day and it's been brilliant for us. We're on target to sell out of the product we have here, and we're offering a slight discount on the product today, but I don't know, it's positive, very positive.
And are you here all week?
Yeah, we're here today, Friday, Saturday and Sunday, and obviously the live performances run all week as well.
Right, well thank you very much, Rob. This doing? Certainly not uncool. Needs to be undercool. Hello there, I'm here with Lee from Battlefield Sports, and the actual laser guns you can see behind me were actually used in a live show during the part when Jeremy Clarkson was shot in the penis. And here with me now is Lee from Battlefield Sports, just to tell us a little bit about them. First of all, I'd just like to say I love the design of the guns. I think they're amazing. What are the influences behind the designs of the guns themselves?
Well, influences really, it's based on the real thing, but it's a safe way of doing it, if you know what I mean. Imagine paintballing, but doing it I suppose I won't say paintballing. Imagine the Battlefield 3 game, Call of Duty game. That's what it's influenced from. Okay, but it's safe, totally eye safe. The guns don't fire any projectiles at all, but they've got a huge range on them.
And what is it inside that actually makes them work? I know it's a laser thing, but could you talk a little bit about the insides?
Yeah. The guns are infrared. So imagine your remote control for your TV. It's the same as that, exactly the same. So totally eye safe. You don't need to wear face masks. And because of that, what we can do is the electronics in the gun allow you to track who's been hit, who's been killed, how accurate they are. Okay, and then you can form teamwork and team building from that. Unlike paintball, which is a bit of a hit and miss thing.
How well do you think they worked in the live show today? Because on the big screens you could see how the Stig was hit and how Jeremy Clarkson...
Yeah, it went perfect. I mean, it was based on what Jeremy Clarkson did a couple of years ago on TV when he drove around a military village in his Mercedes and Porsche. So that's what it was based on, except obviously we couldn't fire blank rounds and so on inside. So infrared is perfect. The system worked well, and it said every time he was hit, he was wounded, and then it gave the statistics afterwards, so really well.
And have you had a lot of good feedback today?
Well, you can see from the kids behind us, I mean, kids from 8 years old upwards can use it. So they're the mainstay, they love it. You know, the adults look at it and think, oh, I don't know about this guns, but as soon as they see the kids enjoying it, they love it.
So do you think it'll be a good Christmas present this year?
Birthdays, birthdays, group do's, stag do's. There's a lot of companies all over UK that do this, but they also do it mobile as well. For example, near here, you've got Oxford and places like that which do laser gaming and infrared gaming.
Can you tell me a little bit about the zombie survival mission?
Yeah. A couple of weeks ago, the zombie coding was released for the guns. Now, what that enables you to do is you start off as a survivor. There's one zombie around about in the site somewhere. When the zombie catches you, okay, you turn into a zombie, then you chase your mates. The thing is, the way it works is you've got normal firing range on your gun. The zombie only has about a 2 to 3 meter range, so he has to run after you to turn you into a zombie. Once you're hit, you're turned, and then you chase after everyone else. So it's quite an atmospheric game.
Do you think there'll be many more developments like this on the same style?
Yeah, I do. I mean, the way I see it going is Battlefield 3, Call of Duty, whereby when you play, imagine a big arena behind you, you will then go forward into the battlefield and there'll be a GPS dot following you, and also your scores will be projected automatically up onto a screen, just like the game. Now, funnily enough, what I'm doing is next year I'm here at the Birmingham NEC with the Gadget Show Live, and I'm actually going to be running a big event here doing just that.
Sounds fantastic, very good.
Basically, to load the gun now, if you run out of ammunition, you press the red button, okay, and that'll give you fresh ammunition. When you die, it says ready at the moment, you'll hear a scream. When you hear that scream, the gun will stop working, and all you simply do is you run over to the respawn box down the bottom there, press the green button, and that'll respawn you wirelessly, and then off you go. Simple as that.
Hello, I'm here with David from Motor Mouse. First of all, how did you get on with Dragon's Den? I mean, it's been quite successful.
Dragon's Den's a very daunting place, as you can imagine. You've got to know your stuff before you go in. What you see on television is only a small soundbite of the actual event, because once you get up those stairs, you're there for over 3 hours. And there's 5 guys asking you questions, and you've got to know your stuff. And we came out pretty well out of that. It was certainly worthwhile doing, very, very much worthwhile doing.
Which model car mouse did you take on TV?
This one in my hand is the actual one that we took on Dragon's Den. It's my pride and joy. This particular one has the opening boot that just flicks up. The batteries go in the boot. The wireless receiver has its own luggage compartment in the boot. Again, the real rubber tyres, and it's just one of those things that looks good. It's really well engineered with the clicks in the front end of the vehicle, and it was something very special that all the Dragons thought was fantastic. Each one of them thought it was an amazing product, but one by one they fell out because they didn't think the product would sell enough in volume. And Some of the Dragons said you'd only sell maybe 2,000 or 3,000 a year. In actual fact, we've sold over 250,000 of that one design.
I see you've got quite a selection of cars around you. What's your favourite model, and what are people's favourite models?
I think the favourite model for me is the old classic Mini Cooper. This one here, for a number of reasons. One, it's an iconic classic, and there's some very clever engineering in it. Like, we made the boot open just like the old boots used to, so we can put the batteries in the back, and we've made the clicks into the entire front wing so children can use it as well as adults. We even got real rubber tyres on it, and the decal kit allows you to customise it with a roof and the number plates. Makes it a real interesting and flexible business tool as well as being quirky.
You could certainly give Corgi a run for the money, couldn't you?
Yeah, well, Corgi often release their die-cast models, and we try and follow with a mouse if we can get the licensing, but that is a real problem, getting licensing.
So how did you get involved with the Top Gear Live?
Well, we were at Top Gear Live 4 or 5 years ago, and we just came along thinking that it would be the sort of market that people would like our products. We came along with a very small stand. We had a fantastic show, and we followed Top Gear Live all around the world. And certainly the last few years we've done Dublin and London and here on a regular basis every year. Obviously this year it's only in Birmingham, but on the basis we live local, that's quite good for us.
It certainly does cut down the travel. So yeah, I think that's just about covered everything, I think. But yeah. Right, thank you very much, David.
You're welcome.
Hi, I'm Adam. I'm here with the guys at Car Spunk Car Waxing, and we're just going to talk a little bit about the product itself. Can you give us a brief description of the actual material and what the product is?
The actual wax is made up of T1 carnauba, but there are many other different waxes that make this wax up. It's got a lot of different variations of stuff that are in it to give it the best result finish, best possible finish.
And you say it's your launch day today. How well has it gone so far?
Very good. The reception's been quite good on it.
Yeah, we wanted to do something that, yeah, there's different waxes out there. We're not saying it's better than everybody else. We're not here about that. It's a wax that everybody can use. You can go and use it if you want to detail a car. We do detailing. You can detail your car first and then apply the wax at the end. You can, if somebody wants to just go wash the car every weekend, every few weeks, apply it themselves, they can do it themselves. It wanted to make a wax that's simple for everybody to use. It's a nice, fun range. The name stands out. Obviously, people interpret it different ways. Spunk in this country is still courage in the Oxford English Dictionary, and it's just a nice, fun thing. Everyone remembers it, what the name when they see it. It's not done distastefully. It's a nice, fun product. Everybody can use it. I think it's just the reception's been brilliant.
What's happened in the car wax industry is it's gone very. I don't know if I can use this word, but it's gone very anal on. They're getting very techy and detailed, and a lot of your normal, your Sunday guys who want to clean the car on a Sunday, you're being a bit pushed out, and this is about being fun. It's a fun, fashiony kind of, let's just have fun. There's nothing detailed about it, there's nothing complicated, but it still gives that ultimate finish. It still gives you the best finish you can possibly ask for, sorry. And but you can wear all the clothing range with it. It's just, it's just a fun, funky brand. You're not going to see a brand. Well, you'll start to see a few brands coming out like this now. It's the 21st century, though, isn't it?
So you're just changing the whole idea of it round something unique.
We've actually launched here today. We've been doing this for 2 years, trying to get it just right, how we wanted it. We wanted a wax to do it so everybody could use it, so we've been working on it and working on it. We thought the only place we want to launch a product like this with a name, everything, is Top Gear. So we've managed to launch the product. The website goes live on the Saturday at 12 o'clock, and it's just a nice, fun product that everybody seems to be. There's people been coming asking, can they have pictures stood next to the logos? Can they have that? The sales have been great. It's just been a great day.
Facebook's flying, Twitter's flying as well. There's a lot of people on there, not just from Britain, but from all across the world. There was a lot of interest over in America, over in the Arab states. You know, Japan have just started. We've seen an increase, haven't we, in Japan and China and that area. You know, so it is a product that it seems to be being liked, not just here, but it's like a global thing. So hopefully we'll see what happens. Yeah.
And how did you start to get involved with the Top Gear Live? Did you ask, or did they ask? Or?
Like I said, we've been working on it for such a long time now. It was the only place we wanted to launch was Top Gear. We thought the whole thing, even down to the little thing like the top wax, the main one is in the Kilner jar. Jeremy Clarkson's, one of Jeremy Clarkson's, I think, great-great-granddad invented the Kilner jar. And it's just little details like that. We thought the whole name, the Top Gear, the fun, quirky Top Gear, it's why everybody's here. And that's why we wanted to be here. We didn't want to just suddenly open. We thought the best thing to do was to actually launch it here. There's been people wanting to buy the wax for a few weeks and a few months. And we said, no, nobody can buy it until we launch at Top Gear. That's what it was all about, wasn't it?
The people who come to Top Gear and watch Top Gear are this kind of person. You know, they like Jeremy Clarkson. They like the things he says. They find it humorous, and that's why this fits here. You know, if you know the motor show, it'll probably fit there, but this is more the car spunk theme arena. You know, Top Gear is the one. That's why we chose Top Gear to launch the product. It's a fun and funky thing, and it's fun and funky here, isn't it, with everything that's going on. So
it's like putting the man into the polished side of it.
Yeah. Well, the one thing that we have to say about this is it's not a manly product. It is a lot of. One of the things we're trying to press on is a lot of women now these days are buying expensive cars, looking after the cars. You know, we have a lot to do with car clubs in the northwest area at the moment, and there's a couple coming on board in other countries, and there is a lot of women who own these cars these days. Whether they get them cleaned themselves or they clean them themselves, they can either give the valeting or detailing companies this product to use on their car if they don't do it themselves. You know, but they're still getting involved in it, which is where the other wax companies kind of alienate that part. You know, it's very manly products, and this is another area that we've defined in. You know, we've gone down that avenue trying to open it out to not just the detailing world. This is, like you can say, it's your normal Joe Bloggs guy. You can use it dead easy, not complicated, but also you know, his wife can use it as well, and everyone can look good. So
right, thank you very much. Okay, cheers. Well, I think you'll agree today has been an absolutely fantastic experience. There's been so much to see, there's plenty been on offer, and I would certainly recommend this for anybody who wants to go next year. Thank you very much.